is that a string of Christmas lights sinking in the ocean? Did somebody lose a mop? No, but while they might resemble floating debris, look closer and you can see that this is actually a marine animal. And not just an animal, it's a whole colony of genetically identical parts making up an individual. Sci-fi? Nope. Marine biology. Learn all about the amazing siphonophore in this episode of Nautilus Field Guide. Siphonophores are hydrozoans that blur the line between individual and colonial. Like corals, siphonophores are colonial organisms because what appears to be a single individual is actually a colony of hundreds or thousands of tiny parts working together. Despite their sometimes innocuous appearance, these animals are incredibly complex with highly specialized body parts. Each individual part of the siphonophore is a tiny clone called a zooid, and each zooid is adapted to a specific task, such as buoyancy, feeding, reproduction, or locomotion. Siphonophores grow asexually by continuously budding new zooids and shedding old ones. These individuals cannot survive long-term on their own without working in tandem with the entire unit. There are almost 200 identified species in the order Siphonophores, and those are divided into 3 suborders. Scientists usually distinguish species by the structure of their swimming bodies and tentacles. For example, siphonophores in one suborder mostly use swimming bells for buoyancy and propulsion, while those in another suborder rely on balloon-like pneumatophores that work like a gas-filled float. Then species in the third suborder have both the swimming bells and the tiny float. Many siphonophores appear to us as long, thin, transparent floaties, but they can come in different shapes, sizes, and colors, like this glowing red chili pepper-shaped individual we saw in the Gulf of Mexico. And some species can even grow to over 130 feet long. See all those feather-like appendages here? Those are tentacles. Siphonophores use them to capture prey via stinging nematocyst cells that inject toxins. One of the most famous siphonophore is the deadly Portuguese man-of-war, which can be found or avoided in tropical and subtropical waters worldwide. Another cool strategy that some siphonophore species use is flashing bioluminescent lures to attract prey like copepods, crustaceans, and fish. Siphonophores are abundant in ocean basins worldwide, but unlikely to be seen near shore, where the rougher surf is dangerous to their fragile structures. Some species are found only in the deep sea, such as this arena that we spotted near Barbados in 2014, over 1,000 meters beneath the surface. This type of siphonophore, commonly called the sea dandelion, is in the family Rhodalidae, and unlike most of its free-swimming relatives, sea dandelions use long, sticky tentacles to attach to the substrate and capture prey. Look closely and you can see the pneumatophores keeping the dandelion buoyant above the seafloor, plus ruffled gastrozoids with long tentacles for feeding. Whether they're squishy, floaty, or sticky, siphonophores are truly some of the most fascinating creatures we find while exploring our global ocean. Follow along with Nautilus Live because you'll never know what we see next.